Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. So I'm gonna go over the Port Adams skip in the Arkham Knight Any percent category. So if you recall, we've just locked up Stagg in the cage, and we talked with Alfred, and then restarted from checkpoint. So what we do is we have to, if you're familiar with any percent, you have to zip out. So you get your storage, then you zip. So then you go into that thing to load in the exterior of the airship, and then you can load the outside. So now what we're doing is we are flying to about here. So if you don't know where to fly to, just mark it on your map. Basically, where we're flying to is we're flying. So there's so over here. This is the fire station. It could be on fire. It's not going to be. There's a watchtower here. It's this building across from there, and then that's the Cobblepot Manor. So what we want to do is we want to get onto this light post down here. So you can drop onto it, or you can even fly into it if you're comfortable with that. So now we do a grapple swing clip. So what we're doing is we're going to fly into the subway right now. So to fly into the subway, you grapple swing clip, go out of bounds, and then you go to here and load this area. So make sure you get this autosave icon. The reason why we're doing this right now is because having this area loaded lets us leave the Batmobile. So if we come in here and trigger this cutscene, then we are able to load this area later and then exit the Batmobile. So now that we've loaded this, we want to actually get out so that we can get our Batmobile. So you grab the swing clip out. You want to deload the subway. To deload, you need to go down just a hair. If you don't deload it, then you do some dive bombs to deload it. So then we can grapple onto this bridge.
My toxin strikes at the minds of humans, but it leeches the life from her.
So now what we want to do is we want to go get storage. The reason is because we're going to do a zip later on. So our Batmobile is right there at the marker. So there's a gargoyle here on the Botanical Gardens. So get storage here, and then go up and repair the Batmobile.
No turning back now, Rat. It's time to face your fears.
So
I need to remove
so
the
now we
power
repair the
core slowly,
Batmobile.
or the failsafe lock will kick in.
Standard.
This is it, Bats. Can you feel the rush of that delicious toxin burning through your veins, creeping into that demented mind of ours? I sure can. I'm getting stronger, Boots. I'm more alive with every breath you take.
Sir, you're running out of time. Get out of there now.
Stay calm. Take deep, slow breaths. Deep, slow breaths. All that effort must be tiring you out. I'll kill him. Get every brain cell. Your gray matter's turning green.
Mr. Bruce, are you alright?
Give me
So
a
you can
moment,
control the Batmobile once Joker pops up.
Alfred. I'll be fine.
Alright, so now
Bruce, are you okay?
what we want to do is we want to cross the bridge onto Founders Island from the orphanage. But instead of going straight to releasing Ivy's plan, what we do is we want to wait about here for
Clear out as much as you can.
6 seconds.
I can't,
If
Batman.
you
My
don't know how
plans
long
are
you're waiting,
too
wait until you're able to
tell me
actually
where to
exit
find
the
another.
Batmobile. You can just
There's a
exit it and then go
tree
back in.
buried
That
deep
is
beneath
about like
Founders
2
Island.
seconds slower, but
People call it
that
right
helps you
now.
be a little bit safer.
I'm on Founders Island. Time to scan for ion too.
Oh God, what's he doing? What's he doing?
So now we go to the cemetery and trigger Ivy's plan, which is by this tree. Oops, a little bit off there.
Alfred, I've located Ivy's plant to process the remaining toxins.
So now,
Can't penetrate
after
deep
we've
enough to release
done
it.
this, what we want to do is go back to that same light post that we were at. If you don't know where it is, just make a marker there. So the light is right
It's a
here.
start. Send me the location.
Then we grapple swing clip back into the subway.
The truth, Batman. What pains you most is that life will carry on without you.
So
Ivy,
now
the plant's
we're
buried.
here, we go through this dialogue. Then what we want to do is we want to zip. So if you recall, in the run, we restart from checkpoint at on Stagg's airship. So we have the Stagg coordinates right now. So when we zip, we're gonna go be basically outside of Stagg. Now this is a little counterintuitive. Now what you want to do is you want to glide towards the end of the tunnel, which is actually on Bleak Island, or underneath Bleak Island near around the Ace Chemicals area, or Dixon Docks area. You would think it would be on under Founders Island, but it's not. It's not. The subway isn't quite to scale. So we grapple here and glide here. We did that cancel off there. Do a couple of dive bombs. And so what we want to do is get to this part of the tunnel. And then what we want to do is make sure we then look to the left and load in this part of the tunnel right here. If it keeps deloading, you have to look back left. And so what I like to do to kind of be safe is to look left and then land over here. That keeps this area loaded. You can line launch to the rock, do a wire walk, walk up to the highest rock here, then line launch again, and you'll automatically climb this. You'll see the deload a little bit, but don't be too afraid, it'll load back in. So now what we want to do is stand on this rock here and call the Batmobile. So you'll call the Batmobile here. Even though like it looks like it's not on anything, it's actually pretty solid here. So you want to make sure you call the Batmobile so that it drives there, and you want to make sure that you jump into it before it like drives onto some of these rocks, because it can get stuck on some of these rocks. So then what we want to do is then have this Batmobile go inside of this tunnel. So the way that we do that is we very carefully go next to this tunnel, and then I usually like to go about here. It's very close to this tunnel, and then you fall off. You fall faster when you're in regular Batmobile mode. And what happens is you'll spawn inside of this tunnel. So then if you know where you are, where we are is we're basically at the end of the tunnel. The Ivy's plant is like right here, and we are right here where the Batmobile is. Instead of going straight to Ivy's tunnel, what we do is we go down the escalator, and then we will reload from checkpoint. reload from checkpoint. So now we can go scan Ivy's plan.
Ivy, your plant's buried too deep. I need to head underground.
Hurry, please.
I like being stuck in Sergeant. There's a weed growing.
So the important thing about this skip is that if you die in this Divinity Church tank fight, that's fine. But if you die after the Divinity Church tank fight, but whenever you're fighting the Cloudburst Kobos or the Cloudburst, you'll actually softlock the game because the game doesn't think that you've actually gone to Port Adams. So when you restart from checkpoint, you're going to have a Port Adams marker, and it's not going to know that you should actually be fighting the Cloudburst. So if you die after this Divinity Church tank battle, you'll actually softlock the game, and you'll probably have to reset your run. So anyways, thanks for watching. That's basically how to do the Port Adams skip. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Thanks.